Manhunt 2 is so violent, it's been banned in Britain.
A video game too violent to be released.
There is nothing about this that is not disturbing.
This is not only ridiculous, but it's just abhorrent.
You are over your victim, plunging the knife into the victim as you play the game. They will have the axe. They will be holding the axe.
I have zero respect for Megyn Kelly.
It is some of the most horrific, senselessly violent stuff you've ever seen.
Here's the point tonight. We are training our kids to be killers.
Ah, but he has friends.
Alright now, 10 for a good copy. Only crime here was playing the game on Wii, but you know, fuck me, right? Over and out. How are you doing today? Yeah, these roads are straighter and flatter than my wife. Yeah. Anyway, can I tell you something I've been thinking about lately? Rockstar has no stones anymore. No rocks, Rockstar, that's what I call them. I mean, back in the day, they used to stick it to the man every day. Now, they are the man. They've been neutered for profit by money-grubbing suits. And let me tell you something about stones. You got them or you don't. But one thing's for sure, if you live long enough, somebody's gonna try to snatch them away. John used to be one of the boys until his girlfriend jarred up his stones, and now he goes to farmers markets on the weekend. He asks if he can have 3 beers tonight because he's been a real good boy. He wears salmon-colored collared shirts, and when you try to regale him about the good old days, he says he doesn't do that stuff anymore. Rockstar, formerly known as Rockstar Games when they used to make them, is now that guy. But back in the aughts, they used to party all night, hit the jiggle joints in the morning, then pop some powder in the afternoon. They had stones you could see from space. Aliens confused them for a second and third moon. News came after them, fuck the news. Government came after them, fuck the government. Jack Thompson, bitch, smacked him into retirement.
Yes, Daddy.
Playing it safe and only guaranteeing financially viable market attention. They made a ping-pong game, then a schizo slaughterhouse sim in back-to-back years. This Rockstar ran so that the new Rockstar could make you walk through snow for 40 minutes. Now listen, I like Red Dead Redemption 2, but you would never be crying and shaking at the absolutely heartbreaking ending if it wasn't for the version of Rockstar that had the stones to even greenlight this franchise in the first place back in 2004. You think new Rockstar would take a chance on 2 Manhunts, Bully, Warrior, Red Dead Revolver, Midnight Club, or LA Noire? Here's a little visual aid to help you think about it. Did you say no? Good job! Because the only thing that the new Rockstar wants you to bully is your bank account. New Rockstar's the type of dude that steals your wallet, then helps you look for it, then sells you a new wallet that's even shittier. Because they have no stones. The suits make too much fucking money selling little Johnny flying crotch rockets to nut up and take a chance on a new franchise, let alone have anything within the main cash cow that might rock the boat a little bit. Like perhaps punching down jump scare.
Tom! Are you sleeping, you fat fuck?
Maybe you should check your privilege.
Rattle to your core, I know. But the real question is, what did the cars say? Who thought I'd live to see the day where GTA was ripping off Saints Row? Just don't forget the punchline. GTA worrying about being culturally sensitive is like a professional ball stomper saying she's done playing the part of the Nutcracker. Like it or not, it's why people show up. It puts asses in seats, pimp. Start changing the menu for people that weren't gonna buy your services anyways, and just like that, now you don't have an audience at all. I mean, sure, you still have the shark card addicts, but I mean, they're basically zombies anyways. Add in some real money gambling, and they'll love whatever slop you put in front of them. And that's stoneless behavior. You'll crush those critters like Chris Redfield, that's what I say. Because having the stones to defy the naysayers and deliver what the Rockstar fans want, regardless of what the culture is what built this company. Imagine if San Andreas bent the knee because it was too violent and too crass. How boring would GTA 4 be if they bent the knee to Glenn? Watch Dogs teaches kids how to hack Beck. Imagine if Manhunt bent the knee. It wouldn't even be able to because they would abort that thing with a 50 cal before it even sprouted them. We'd be playing some Care Bears type shit right now if Rockstar never pushed the line. We'd just be walking around as Love-A-Lot and Tenderheart talking about our feelings. But we already have PlayStation exclusives for that. And that is what Manhunt represents in its totality. The Rockstar at its most stoneful, delivering whatever the fans wanted, regardless of what the culture did. Now let's turn on a little bit of music and That's like a unicorn taking a shit in your ear. Now, to understand why Manhunt is an act of brass ballery, you need a quick little 60-second schooling on GTA 3. In the 90s, video games began their path to being the scapegoat for real-life violence. Peggle was pegging the neighbor, Doom was dooming the doomed, Mortal Kombat was punching babies, and remember Waco? Well, studies with the most comprehensive data showed the entire ATF pre-gamed that siege by playing Street Fighter. You do the math! But it wasn't until 2001 that the scapegoat really hit its stride. Because that's when GTA 3 came out. There was nothing wrong with Mario 64. It's fine if you liked poking men. But GTA 3 was Scarface, Heat, Goodfellas, Payback, 3 dimensions of downtown, double D's, DUIs, and detonators, all within the bounds of your own home. That being said, Rockstar had just fucked around, and Big Brother wanted to make him find out. At first, the game got banned in Australia, then censored out the ass in Germany. You know, because historically speaking, they're a squeamish folk, alright? They don't buy into the whole violence thing. Then stateside, they were getting heinous acts pinned on them alongside a bill for 246 million greenbacks. See Jack the Bitcher for more information. GameSpy called it absolutely reprehensible, then giving it a 94 out of 100. The Nymph said it glamorizes antisocial and criminal activity. And the NOW said it encourages violence and the degradation of women. More like the NAG, am I right, fellas? Regardless, the Crusades were turning up the heat.
According to the most comprehensive statistical analysis yet conducted,
violent video games increase aggressive behavior as much as lead exposure decreases children's IQ scores.
Such a nasty woman.
And now 10-4, I hear you, Smokey. You're wondering why the hell I just told you all that. Well, it's important you see how much flack they caught for GTA 3 being the most realistic, violent depiction of real life to understand how massive their cojones were for following all that up with what the Chicago Tribune called easily the most violent video game ever made, Manhunt. Hang on, let's pull over here and top Black Betty up. We got a long haul ahead, 10-4. Cojones is French for stones, by the way. Now, the running narrative around GTA 3 was that the game glorified violence by rewarding you with more points for more menacing acts. Which is wrong because bop 'em, shoot 'em, run 'em over, $10 is $10, pimp. But Manhunt absolutely fucking does. They hand out gold stars like this is kindergarten, except you aren't finger painting, pimp. You're axe painting, and your colors are gray, yellow, and red. And just so you have a clue what the fuck I'm saying, let me break this down for you. Think of this like an NBA 2K shot clock, except the more you hold on to this, the more closed your enemy's casket's gonna be, which then makes the Rotten Tomatoes score go through the roof, and Hannibal Lecter will be yelling in your ear like a one-man cheer squad.
Jesus, Cash, that's the money shot.
And you know, I know it's supposed to make it extra disturbing, the fact that he's all getting off on it, but it just feels nice to be appreciated.
You're a pussy. A pussy.
Never mind. Fuck that guy, what does he know? He doesn't know me, he don't know who I am. Hell, you get rewarded with 4 bonus levels if you do well, and those bonus levels are just horde modes where you take out as many people as you can. Now gather all that up in one box, and that is one stoneful middle finger towards everyone that was pissing their pants over GTA 3. It's also a risk new Rockstar would never take. Can you imagine? New Rockstar leaving at least $20 in content right there on the table? I mean, that's sure. Did you want anything from the store? Slim Jims, talk about a size queen, ain't a chance of getting you those. All right. In Manhunt, you play as the blossoming star of a new TikTok trend that takes inmates off death row for the content because the death penalty, as it would turn out, is not very carbon neutral. Ah, shit, my bad. Those were notes from the culturally sensitive Manhunt 3 that's coming up soon. Now, here's Manhunt 1. In Manhunt 1, you play as method actor Christian Bale as he prepares for his breakout role in American Psycho. A real cutting-edge plastic bag over the head breakout star even, paired with a sharp script that you could really take a few stabs at and see what makes you splash, you know? Fuck, that's not right either. Third time's the charm. You're an inmate that gets yoinked off death row by a Hollywood movie director under the guise of a second chance as long as you can put together a hot sizzle reel for his new snuff film. He'll heckle you through a series of different sets with different gangs, and the idea is that if you can make it to the end, you can have your freedom. Kind of like Saw, if it was good. It's a simple story, and because you don't talk, you're essentially just playing as Jason. So who knows your history and who fucking cares? It's time to use some heads like dodgeballs, pimp.
It's a bold strategy, Cotton. Let's see if it pays off for him.
You fuck. Alright, she's topped up like a whore on Friday. Let me mosey my behind back into Black Betty. Alright, where was I? Right. Now, as the giant-ass map genre has become the meta in AAA gaming, what makes Manhunt unique is that it's one of the few linear Rockstar games. There's none of that drive across an empty desert to get Trevor, none of the long rides watching Family Jewels flopping around, and none of the cruises through LA looking at Zaxby's advertisements. Although I'll tell you this much, I could defile some Zaxby's right about now. No, this is how Manhunt goes down. You ready? Takedown, 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 get kidnapped, new area, new weapon, takedown, takedown, repeat. And this may sound like the fucking worst thing in the world to some, but if you're sick of Jason appearing for about 5 minutes in his own movies, this game is like playing an entire Friday the 13th kill compilation in one beautiful package. And speaking of combat, here's a scenario that about summarizes it. This one time I had to lure a man out of a trailer, so what did I do? I found this weird looking bowling ball attached to his comrade, heaved it at him while he was on the shitter, then hid in the darkness until he showed his back, and gave him the barbecue special. And hey, you know what? Why not? I got time, you got time, I got time. This other time, my lure was cooking a man on death row. What more do you want, pimp? Now to expound, this game is the slasher genre to a T, pimp. It is spooky stealth where instead of hiding in dumpsters, you hide in oddly dark yet shallow corners as you stare directly at your victims. Completely unrelated, by the way, but did you know, in Manhunt, different ground types make different levels of noise? Luring is a massive part of the game, except you don't catcall dudes one at a time. What kind of dog shit game would do something like that? No. You throw a can, and the lads will convene like you just said someone was showing her cans. Then you wait an hour for them to spread out so you can pick them off one by one. You kill someone in front of their comrade, then disappear until they go back to relaxing like it never happened and kill them in the same exact way. You kill people while they're taking a piss, and you're invincible to gunshot. Never mind. They even made the sequel, shit! That is commitment to the genre! And I mean, let's be honest, Jason is just James Earl Cash if he was made in the Street Fighter 6 character creator. Think about it. All it's missing is some women with a whole lot of personality. I just died on your arms tonight. They just do not make them like they used to. They don't 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 make them like they used to. Hey, knock it off, buddy. Knock it off, buddy. Knock it off. Just a prank, bro. Putting step in the right ass, return to roots to shame. Now, jokes aside, one mechanic I do think is very awesome is how in the late game, once the enemies get fucking M4s, they're just gonna start blind firing into the shadows if they think you're there. There is no crazier sight than to see an AI round a corner while pre-firing 10 rounds. Now, I'm not guaranteeing they'll hit you with any of those bullets, but they got a lion spirit, a can-do attitude, and a 30-round mag. We took this country with less. God bless. But what is the slasher genre really about? The takedowns, baby. And pimp, you know how much I love takedowns. I would marry a good takedown. I would buy a house in the suburbs and raise a yard full of takedowns. I would fight in the trenches for takedowns. I got scammed into Watch Dogs Legions on takedowns. Shit, I played Wanted Dead to get some takedowns. I'm a sick man. You see, my problem with the stealth genre is that oftentimes it just lacks the good snuff. You know, the style, the flair. Ric Flair, you can wipe your ass with the satisfaction of a job well done with no bell rung. I want to strangle a man with a Walmart bag. I want to tap on a man's shoulder, then play pretend butcher. I want to hack a man down like he's a soft oak tree. I want to repaint some walls. I want to stand there like a moron waiting for my 2K shot meter to charge up if it means I get to treat this man to some steel surgery. You feel me, pimp? Instead of me going, turn around, he's gonna get you, I yell, I have plans that I cannot share with you right now because the haters will sabotage me. I have plans that I cannot share with you right now because the haters will sabotage me, but I got some stuff in the works. It's like if Wes Craven remade Splash Mountain. I mean, damn! People were pissed simply with the ability to kill cops in GTA 3, but now, Rockstar made it so that you were styling on them. Between the fantastic animations that conduct the weight of every hit, I mean, you can really feel the blade or the crowbar getting stuck. And the Beethoven sound design, even through crusty PS2 graphics, it still feels brutal. Take a listen. Oh no, you hit me with a hammer, that really hurt. Take that! In that! Get ready for the trash bag now, you son of a bitch! Bet you didn't know I had a vacuum too, you son of a bitch! I probably should have told you in advance, that's my bad. No way the Ministry of Love was letting me hit you with full kick without taking me down, so I had to give you the culturally sensitive cut. And now listen, I get why some of you are saying these takedowns are shit. You were dropped on your head repeatedly as a child. You got bounced around like a basketball. Must be why your nickname is Double Dribble. Wipe your face off, you look stupid. Damn it, I forgot to take my pills again. I'm very sorry. Bless your heart. Now, one more thing on the stealth mechanics. This game encourages stealth not by instant failing you for getting detected, but by making you face a much greater punishment, the hand-to-hand combat. The melee battles in this game feel about as smooth as the PS5 version runs, and that is to say it'll give you a seizure. It always devolves into taking turns beating the shit out of each other, and it has this weird flow like none of the attacks are connected. Or in other words, it's basically lethal slap fighting. Check out this nasty drift! Now, although I could go into atmosphere and horror, I don't play horror games, so I wouldn't know. Not that I'm above the genre or anything, except I absolutely fucking am. Silent Hill? More like silence, bitch. I've heard enough. Never mind, I would like to know more. Now, nonetheless, what I like much more is comedy, and Manhunt is funny as hell. If somebody tells you that it isn't, then they're just too good at the game. They're moving too quick. They need to spend an hour on these levels to hear all the voice lines and experience it like I do. Totally on purpose. But now allow me to show you some of the best. You have Brian Cox putting the absolute most into busting your balls.
Look, what the fuck? Go kill some poor chump, you dumb chimp. You're really trying my fucking patience. Move it! You're at it again. Taste me, just like a teenage girl.
The crazy people pretending to be housewives from the 50s.
Children! You can't run out on them! I'm gonna take the kids. I swear I'll do it! I know where you've been, Barry. I know you've been at that bitch's house again. You whore!
Where?
New Yorkers at 4 a.m.
He thinks he's a fucking ninja or something. Bad karma, man. Bad karma.
I mean, crap, it's like trying to catch oh, screw this. Screw all this running around like retards.
And of course, the GOAT! The dude who thinks you stole his shoes.
Those are my shoes. My shoes. Hold on. Aren't those my shoes? My shoes. Plenty of other shoes out there. Why mine? Just give up the damn shoes, you crazy-ass shoe-thieving shoe thief! I recognize these shoe prints. They're made by my shoes!
Listen, he's no one-trick pony, though.
I heard you, you nasty, wiggly, witchetty man! Witchetty man!
The voice actors and writers understood the assignment. Because at first when you hear it, you're like, oh, get a load of this guy. He lost his shoes. Then you read a little bit deeper into the dialogue and you go, damn. They're real bad guys. Horrible people, I tell you. They're no good. They're no good, pimp. They're no good. Stuff the Ministry of Love wouldn't even let me play for you. I mean, bad stuff, real bad stuff. So do you want to hear a few lines from the skins or not?
We ain't a race of runners. We're a race of fighters.
Oh, I didn't mean any of that stuff. I wasn't going to scalp you. I was just messing with you.
My name is Uncle Rocker. No relation.
Just trash and used condoms. Shit. Know some human scum here. Okay, you limp dick.
Whoa, I gotta stop it right there. If you played the game, you know why I can't let that continue. Here, have this one instead.
Damn chicken shit hiding in the goddamn bra!
Back in the day, all the Rockstar wasn't afraid to let criminals say mean things. Because, I mean, in for a penny, in for a pound. Alright, I said I wasn't gonna touch on the horror, but you know what? I will. The real horror is the Type A control scheme. I'll tell you this, I started getting flashbacks to GTA Vice City with this whole janky first-person turning. Demonic, satanic. Controlling James Earl feels like flying an F-35 on Type A controls. I mean, there are even strafing buttons. Do yourself a favor. If you buy this game on Xbox, immediately go to the settings and change to Type B controls. It's the normal human way to play. You can thank me later. Now, unfortunately, there isn't a setting to fix this painful gunplay. Don't get me wrong, the gore is like The Last of Us before The Last of Us was The Last of Us, then it wasn't The Last of Us. Grapes will be popping, shotguns will be
I gotta tell you, it was perfect.
Guns feel and sound great. They actually have impact unlike anything cocaine has ever made. The cover system works. But then here's where the problem comes in, pimp. If you ask me, auto-targeting their body instead of their head was reason enough for this game to get banned on the entire planet Earth. You have to flick up to their head on every enemy as they round the corner, and I already showed you how they round corners. They are psychotic. Then go anything past right the fuck in front of them, and oh, now you can only do body shots. Whoa, look at that, they have an Uzi. Whoa! Guess I'm fucking dead, right? I really started to despise this game towards the end, but then doors became a core part of the gunplay experience and they had me sold all over again. Also, music, great. Too stupid to explain why. I give this game a fetish score out of 3. Maximum style pimp. And you want to know something awesome about the old Rockstar? Straight from the go Rockstar? They followed up this middle finger with a second middle finger in Manhunt 2. And wasn't more culturally sensitive? No. In fact, they doubled down to the point where it was banned in Germany, Malaysia, New Zealand, South Korea, banned at first in Italy, Ireland, the UK, and even caught an AO rating for a little bit there in the US of A. It was even more controversial than the first one because it was even more bloody than the first one. And the news media was fucking pissed. They all had the Wiimotes out, swapping them around, going, ah, look what the kids are doing. Nintendo's teaching them all how to bop, twist, and shake together a pipe bomb. And after that little stunt, they had to hire Sisyphus to push their stones up the hill. Now, no Rockstar talks about punching down. Boy, oh boy, GTA 6 is shaping up to be a real riot. Sorry, peaceful protest. Look at what they become, Rachel. Now, well, who gives a shit? Saints Row was always better, and they already took that from me, right? Now, 10-4, this is a stop, good buddy.
And why anyone would want to play that creepy, disturbing game is beyond me, but...
It's just the way it is. I'm just a messenger.
Thanks to the flock of pimps for bankrolling this long motherfucking video. And another massive thanks to all the pimperers. You are the pimp rock to my snuff. I'll have the uncut version coming at you guys in the upcoming days. Goodbye, pimps.